machine lovers and love machines. Why is this not strong enough? Now it's stronger. I hope my microphone is loud enough. I can make this a little lower. Maybe. It's okay. I decided to open with the tune.
On a string.
Okay, so I see YouTube is giving me some trouble today. Let's put this in the center. Now I see the chat is working again. Everything is working, hopefully. And I hope that you are working on new music and new beats. And as usual, you can send them to me to my email, which is there up above. For today, I would love to continue a little bit or show you what I've done so far with the beat we've done last Friday, was it? Yeah, I chilled for 2 days. I mean, I chilled. I was with my daughter a lot. We had a good time outside. Weather was fantastic. Everybody was like sort of in the park, but very far away, which was nice, actually. Let's see. Let's head over to the project from Friday and see what it is that we have there by now. I took the liberty of doing some more stuff with it, another group, and maybe you will have some ideas of how I can go about it with the next group. I have something in my head, but it's not really concrete. As usual, waiting your advice, waiting the chat, waiting for this conversation. And also, I've been getting a lot of emails, thank you very much, with samples and with ideas, and I would like to elaborate a little bit about how to send them, because so far it's not stuff I can actually use, and I want to use the ideas that you write about, why you send me the samples and everything. Everything sounds really, really cool. So without too much talking, let's see what we made on Friday, and I played with it a little bit. I can then show it. Oh yeah, we're back with the machine. Ah yeah. yeah, this is what I got so far. I see my mic going in, but I have no idea if you can hear me or not, but I see it going in. This is what I got so far with this beat. And what, yeah, for the second half of it, what I did, in addition to what was on Friday, we tried to make like from the same group more parts, so to speak. And so yeah, we had this filtered group. So let me show you. I just added for this one, which is basically this one. But on the group thingy, I added two filters. I don't know if you can see them. One is doing a high pass filter on around 300 with some resonance on it, and the other one is doing a low pass filter. So I'm basically cutting lows and highs. And on the kick, yeah, I see that on the kick, in the zone function, which I showed many times, and I will show even many more times because it's awesome. I added this crackle sound, and I cut it. It didn't need to be so long because it overlapped to the other thing, and that was the sort of lo-fi group, yeah. Yeah, and then the main group, I pretty much left it as we did it on Friday. And then I go back to the lo-fi group, and I start playing slower. For those of you who ask me why I like to chop like very short snippets of the sample, it's so I will be able to do this. So you can go with whatever tempo you want and like make the song your own. And then I just went slower because I could. Alright, and then it's basically this group, the second one, I duplicated as I showed you before. Here I added this pad. Here this sample, which I think Faded Reels was like really the star in this one. Here, again this which I love stuff like this. Here another laser. Here there are two notes that I added. Here I added some more stuff. I showed you before how to do it with the zone function and everything. You can check it out. I will also be happy to show it again in much more depth. Here another laser, cause I gotta. And then I played the whole thing very slow. If we were here, Yeah, and you go back to the thing. This is what I have so far with this one. If you have some ideas, if you want to share them, I'll be happy. Oh, the camera today. I will be super happy if you share your ideas with me. That's what I have with this one so far. What I did get a very nice response about is this thing of chopping the sample and making a 6/8 or like a 3/4, 3/4 into a 4/4 beat. So what I have today is a bunch of samples actually. It really depends. Let's see what we groove on. Yeah, let's start with this. This, I don't think I should play the whole song. Again, we're getting some like issues and problems. If there's anything specific you want me to show today, techniques or any exercises, write it down. I will show it. I will be happy to show it today. I'm totally in the mood. I don't want to play the whole sample. I have it prepared here. It's a song in Hebrew. It's an Israeli song by Arik Einstein, one of Israel's greatest singers. He's like the Udo Lindenberg. If you're from Germany, he's like the Udo Lindenberg of Israel, like the Johnny Cash of Israel, so to speak. Whatever. Never mind. I want to try use some parts because it's also 6/8, and want to try to make it into something like boom bap, something more funky. Camera. Wow, also the computer is jumping. Let's see what we can do with this. Okay. I want to use just this part. That's it. Then he's singing a bunch of words. I want to use just the first part, and let's dive into the machine a little bit, and I will try to show you again how I chop the thing exactly on the beat. That is a very simple and promising promising way to get your groove on. So I hope the camera will get this, and I hope it gets the sampler. So what I'm doing is, you see I have the start. Where are you going? I have the start here, which I know I want to do something like this. I don't know if you can see it on the screen, what I'm doing with the wave. I showed it before. It's super important. There's in whatever DAW you're using, whatever system you're in, there will be a grid to the wave. The wave goes up and down, yeah, of whatever is there. It goes up and down, and like whatever. So there is a grid of sort of the middle. Always cut your sample. I don't know if you can see it, but it's exactly where the wave hits the grid. There you won't have clicks, this really annoying ticks. So I'm gonna go ahead, and it's very obvious to see where things hit, and I will just chop the first segment of the thing, and again we will try to make a beat. So yeah, bear with me. And if there are any questions or anything about how I do it, write it in the chat now. Now the chat is working, everything is awesome. One thing I forgot to do before starting chopping, and I'm sure a lot of you know this, but You have your thing. I start cutting from 16 and down. I don't know why. I seriously don't know why. At the end, I use whatever it is I use. You can also change it. It's not a problem. Put the polyphony on 1. Leave it on 1 shot for now. Volume destination on 0%, meaning there's no... That click is from the vinyl thingy. There's no dynamics to the pad. And you put it on choke group 1, which I forgot to do. And then they all choke each other and they all behave the same and everybody's happy. So let's chop the first row, like just on the ones or something, and I will try to make something out of it. You see what happened there? I with the sampling, let me undo this. Here. There's a click. Here there's definitely a click because it's off the grid. And let's bring it back. Oh yeah.
אני זוכר ערבה פיסת ארץ צרובה בערבה ירד זורם שקט כמלון המלח מסדור עד לסדור פיסת עץ ירח, ערבה. אני זורם.
I'm not interested in his singing at all. I basically have everything here on the first. This I want here actually. Nah, that was okay where it was. Okay. Yeah, let's see if we can find another thing and start making the beat.
עוברים המסדות בבא
Weren't we lucky with that last one? Okay. So I hope you followed what I did there. In the beginning, I just did what I did last time. I found like very obvious accents in the sample. You can sometimes even see it visually. There's a wave like boost. With old songs, sometimes you have to, I don't know if you notice, I sometimes like where it drops in. I sometimes like when it hit. The drums are never that obvious sometimes with very old songs. And then I looked around to see if there's something more, and there's this, this, and this at the end. But this is a nice... This I'm not liking the click, maybe I'll get rid of it. Yeah, something is starting to cook up. Now, with no further ado, let's try to add some drums. Yeah, whatever it is you have, just add it, you know? doesn't really matter that much, but let's go dirty. I'm into this one lately. Let's find a nice kick to begin with. Shall we go like this? Again, if you have any questions or anything in particular you want me to show, I will show it. And I think I also want to show techniques today, like exercises. Let's go with this one. Let's not waste time on searching for drums. This is also a nice tip I can give you. Don't waste time looking for drum samples, hi-hats, whatever. Don't waste time on this when you're writing music. Waste time on playing the music, whatever it is you have, and the next day or even the next week you can mess around with changing the snares forever. But when you play the thing, when you chop the samples, everything is fresh. Just find something that you think will... That's good enough for me. Let's find a hi-hat. I want something... Oh. Something like this. Yo. Okay, and then we take a little stroll. If you have something to inspire you, go for it. And like I mentioned before, you start playing the thing. Just let your fingers run, yeah, and then we will realize what goes where. So I will try something. Let's see what we have here. I'm really liking this one. I'm pretty confident about it. Oh, and another thing. Let's do something real quick, cause I don't want to play the sample all the time, all the way. We go to AHD mode, not ADSR, as we've mentioned before, because ADSR depends on how long you press the pad. AHD is just like with the percussion, you press and then you set for how long it actually will play. That's too short, obviously. That's okay. That's good for me. These ones, I'm not feeling so much, but maybe we will try to do something really nice and creative, as in releasing them out of the group, the choke group, and maybe turning them into notes. Let's put them in a choke group of their own. Number 3 would be. And these are okay. So maybe we will turn these into notes. I don't know, because I feel the beat pretty much here. So, I see we're already half hour in. We realize this is our bass thing, or maybe call it first note, first chord, root note is the proper thing, but this is our root note. Dum dum dum, and then da na 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 da da dum dum. This is also dum. So here we have to add bass. I mean, we gotta add bass. So I go to the zone function. If I was on edit, I go to zone and I start looking for bass, which I think I can find here, maybe bass. I don't know what I'm looking for, maybe this. And then I search for the note somehow. Pitch it up higher just to be sure. And then 12 semitones down. And now we have a bass here. Without it, it was with it. And that's already starting to sound like a beat. I don't want to get into technical stuff, filtering the stuff. I want to show like how can you write things, because the writing. Okay, let me make something clear. The writing process of whatever it is should be fast, should be easy and fast. If you're working on it too much and you're overthinking it, it will not make people dance, because it's already filled with energy of overthinking. And dancing and moving and letting go to the music has to do with as little overthinking as possible. The writing part has to be like quick. We're only 30 minutes into the thing. We chopped it. We have something already to start. Maybe tomorrow I will have even something else, but I already have something. I'm already understanding where I'm going with this. And this is the writing part. The producing part of mixing, of making it happen, can happen later. Let it happen later. Don't mix as you go along. Do stuff. You can tweak as you go along, but let it happen later. First, write. Yeah, I can hear that the hi-hat has shitloads of low end, which I definitely don't need, but it doesn't matter right now. What matters is finding the notes, finding bass, finding I want to create atmospheres here, and like lasers and stuff. So let's move on further. I put the bass again, and I have also want. Let's. This bass is. I like this sound. Let's see if I kick somewhere else and it. Here, I want on this one. Here it's like 3. It's the same. I'm really missing an open hi-hat here. Where were we? Here, sort of. Drums. One open hi-hat. I like this. It can be much higher. And I put these two babies in the same choke group. All right. Okay, nice. Now let's add this. No, I think this is enough. This is really enough, and even can be lower. Sorry, higher in volume. I want this to like explode out of the speaker. Let's add here. Oh, where was that bass? Let's find another. Doesn't matter. I think it was here, but it was this, I guess. Let's go for this. Let's see what this does. If this was on C. Nah, it's disgusting. Let's just put a bass. This is what we're looking for. Okay, let's add some more sound. See what is it that we... Whoa, we're really running out of time and I wanted to show you an exercise. You know something? Here it is. I promise I will not touch this beat until tomorrow. We will continue, unless I will find something, a different sample. But I'm really, really interested in showing you an exercise which I've been wanting to show you for a long, long time. Maybe I will do something to the beat. Maybe I will mix it a little bit. But I want to show you this exercise, and this is for all you people who use pad controllers, who use machines or MPCs or whatever it is you use. And if you don't use an MPC or you don't use a machine, you can just do it on your desk. Just like all of my exercises, they're fun for the brain. And don't forget, the idea of the exercise is not to make you go faster or to exercise your hands. It's to exercise your brain. So your brain is limb, and the brain is like happy to send messages, and you exercise the fingers so there's less buffering between the brain to the hand. Like there's less latency. You reduce the buffer size by practicing. I think this makes sense somehow. So let me show you this exercise. And if we have some time, we will go to this beat again. This was pretty much it, and we will continue tomorrow. So for this exercise, we need a blank project. Okay, now you can see what it is I'm doing. We have 15 minutes still. I'm pretty good. Yeah, let me get me some. So we had blah blah blah, all bunch of exercises, all bunch of stuff. This exercise is just to make everything again stronger, so it will respond to the commands from the brain faster, less latency. That's the idea here, from the thought to the action. And it's easy to understand. I hope I will make it clear, but sometimes if you're a beginner, it will take time, but don't give up. It's super, 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 super important, and I will explain why later. So you basically go on 4 pads. Yeah, let's do it on the first 4. And then you do 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, basically on the pads. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is the idea, the beat of the exercise. You can count with your other hand if you want, but we're using 2 hands here. So basically what you do is you do 4 times, like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then you start with this finger. We started with the pinky, now we start with the second finger, and we go 1, 2, 3, 4 with the thumb. 1. You will also realize that you have to move a little bit with your body, and that's great. Yeah, this exercise makes you understand why it's good to move like this above the pads. So we had the first part. I will try to make this fast. It's easy, but it will take me time to explain. So we had this 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, and then 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we start with the middle finger. 1, 2, 3, 4. With this thumb. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we start with this finger. You see, every time we go 1 finger, and we do 1, 2, 3, 4, and we add 1 finger from the second hand, and we do this 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we start here. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4. That's half of the exercise. Then we go back. 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. That's the exercise. And I tend to do every time I just go up and down like the whole pads. I do. And then the second row. Yeah, you get the picture. And this is your exercise for today, which I really, really, really wanted to show it. Do it every day. Do it all the time. I sort of exaggerated the movement with my finger because so you can see it on the stream, but you should be able at the end to have like a very as minimum movement. Don't go like this. This no. This is too much. Yeah, it has to be at the end like this. Yeah, small movement, very small movement. That's the idea. And I see that I actually had time for this exercise, so let's go back to the beat. Yeah, this was this beat. This gone. Let's go back to the beat. Let's add some. I want to make the one like boom. I want to make it huge. That's how I feel about this. I really, really want to make it huge. So let's find stuff. This, I mean. Like super, super big. So let's add another thing. From something dirty. An effects or no, not this. Huh? No, not at all. No. We have enough guitar. This might but less volume. And another thing which is highly recommended, super simple but highly recommended, when you start stacking up, why is this moving like this? When you start stacking up samples on the same pad, which I'm about to do on this one, because I want to keep this like a simple beat, very, very simple beat for somebody might be able to sing on it. There's a panning. Yeah. Very easy way to open your mix is to pan things left and right. But let's see what we're going to put against it. I want like I want an explosion. I need something big. Not really. I know. This might. No, not really. I'm looking for like a bell, a gong, or a bell, or. It's not here. Maybe it's. This is good. Okay, so now I want to pan this guy here, and this one here, and I have with no further ado, I see we have 5 minutes left. Let's put a sidechain thingy on the whole thingy. I think I showed this trick with calculating the BPM. This is on here. That would be our input source, A4. Now we have to get A4 to the master. Snare as well. And we can test the sidechaining. That's harsh. That's better. What I'm hearing is that these need like something like dirty. I want it to like it's not. It's not. Let's see if we can something that will make it. Maybe this cabinet thing. Not really, huh? No, not really. Just needs a filter. No, that's also not cutting it. Let's leave it like this for now. This needs just maybe an EQ will fix it. Oh. I'm trying to make it like a little bit more lo-fi. Yeah, and even put a nice delay and reverb on it. I don't know, maybe even the grain delay. It's like a charm. And let me copy these settings from here to. I copy the EQ to here and to the other pad. and also the delay. And we should have something that, I hope you're still with me here, that sounds a little more like this. And the last thing I'm definitely doing is adding to these samples. I think I have a vinyl crackle somewhere. Some expansions are so hip hop oriented that they have like crackle folders. Let's use this one. Already. And add it here as well. And here as well. And this I find a much more interesting, because I didn't take it from a vinyl. It's just off YouTube, you know. Quarantine times, need quarantine measures. So we have this. Let's add this crackle here as well. No, actually no. This needs some bazongas. Boom, ba-doom, da-doom, da-doom. Who's got some big guns? Here, bass. No, not another real bass. Let's. Oh, that's what I'm looking for. Here as well, I want the same. And that, my friends, concludes the episode of today. You know what I can do, like real quickly? Let's find the. Let's try to record something real quick, so I will have a music to end with. See if I can nail it. Yeah, that sucks. Why don't I have a metronome? Oh. That was it. And let's see what happened. I think, you know what I think? I will just say, where's the pattern? Let's erase it. I will just say goodbye with a beat, with a thing. I want to thank everybody for watching. Tomorrow I will be here the same time. I was Jonathan, Machine Shaolin, aka Machine Shaolin. This was episode 11 of Machine Quarantine. Tomorrow same time, same hour, same location, and the same time, and the same hour, and the same location. I'm here in wonderful Hamburg, in the Reeperbahn, at Tony's apartment. As usual, send me your stuff, send me your links. I love your emails. I forgot to talk about how to send the projects. I will talk about it tomorrow. Until then, check out tutorials about how to export a project in Machine with the samples. Google this. It's actually not so complicated, and I will play my new beat and say goodbye and see you tomorrow. Yalla, tschüss.